On May 12, 2008, a magnitude 7.9 earthquake struck western Sichuan province in central China. The epicenter of this earthquake was located some 80 kilometers west-northwest of the capital city, Chengdu. Ground shaking is often the most hazardous aspect of large magnitude earthquakes. Man-made structures such as buildings and bridges are vulnerable to these strong ground motions, and damage to these structures commonly leads to the loss of life. However, if man-made structures are built to be more resistant to earthquake hazards, this would greatly reduce the risk to the local population.
当时全部马上就跑下来。当时你们感觉就是晃得厉不厉害呀？
很厉害。我们反正是感觉，反正练的是感觉有点动体动不起，有点吓人。
当时你们同学都肯定都吓惨了嘛？害不害怕？
我们班的莎莎第一个冲出教室，冲得快，像炮弹一样冲得那么快。
你们班上好多同学？
有57个。
57个。其他你们学校应该现在房子还好吗？没垮吗？没塌完。
没有。
Modern buildings constructed in Wenchuan, where the epicenter of the May 12 earthquake was located, had been designed to resist ground shaking up to intensity 7 on the Mercalli scale. However, seismologists from the Institute of Geology in Sichuan say that the buildings in Wenchuan would have required resistance to intensity 11 to have survived this magnitude 7 earthquake.
你见过这种啊？你见过没得地震？以前见过没得？
以前那个时候嘛，那年地震嘛，单位地震的话，这哪有这么凶嘛？没得这么凶。那些房子那些都没烂，人家都是好的，都是这个地上就个哈子啊，我80残了。
At the time the earthquake occurred, at 2:28 in the afternoon, many people were working in offices, factories, and were at school. A large number of school buildings were either damaged or suffered complete collapse, resulting in a high level of child mortality in this earthquake.
多数都是你诊所里面提供的吗？
不是啊，有的是在居委会领的，有的是在那个卫生院领的。
有没有？
一些常用的药都是我自己拿出来的。
有没有就是从外地运过来的药，然后发到在你手中？
有，我曾经带过一个那个治疗队，就是广东中山医院的。那个治疗队，完了过后他们送我一些药，也是。
然后现在你给这些，他们都是免费测试是吧？
都是免费。
然后其他药品都是免费发放的，都是免费发放。
The Chinese Ministry of Civil Affairs has estimated that as a result of the May 12 earthquake, many millions of people have been left homeless, and there is a need to provide temporary shelter for these people. Already, about 1 million tents have been constructed, each of which house 10 people, and these have been donated by international communities and, of course, by the Chinese government itself. There are 7 major cities within the area affected by the May 12 earthquake, and all of them contain facilities such as chemical plants. It is estimated that 41% of these chemical plants were seriously affected by ground shaking. Many religious temples have faced severe damage, if not complete collapse. Some of them date back to hundreds of years ago. Due to the large-scale devastation, Many local communities are coming together to help raise money for those who have been so severely affected by this devastating earthquake.
是我们成都大学和成都大学美术学院，还有成都市残疾基金会办事员、市政省办事员是有限公司一起举办的一个活动义卖。这些衣服都是我们班上一共设计的。这些我们每件衣服50块，然后会送一个胸牌，然后把50块嘛现金我们会捐给成都市残疾人基金会，然后捐给那些灾区的人民。
One of the sights that really impressed me and just kind of blew my mind was this landslide that we saw up past Guangzhou in the mountains, kind of on the way to Qingchuan. It's just this whole part of the mountain had all just slid off, and there was this just immense pile of fresh dirt kind of at the base or in the river valley. It was only while I was standing there that someone told me that we were actually standing on a site where two villages had been completely buried by the landslide. So almost instantly, hundreds of people and their entire lives had been buried by this mountain almost collapsing, it looked like. And there was no evidence that there had been anyone living there. And apparently for at least the first week after the landslide, bodies were being washed downriver by the hundreds. And it was really powerful to see the size of that.